The old man swayed his arms like some kind of maniac. When the movement became fluid like water, just a casual swing of his fist could generate power comparable to a nuclear bomb. This was Kaku Kyoa's signature technique, but he never imagined that Yujiro, after seeing it just once, had mastered the Shaori technique that took him a century to perfect. Yujiro began swaying his body the same way. He raised his arm high, channeling all his power into his right fist. The terrifying energy was so intense it warped the space around him. The next second, he slammed his fist into the ground. Instantly, the earth shook and walls cracked. This overwhelming power made even the 100-year-old Kaku feel unprecedented pressure. But Yujiro announced he wouldn't use Shaori anymore. He believed that against absolute power, all techniques were useless. Before the words left his mouth, Yujiro launched himself at Kaku, swinging his massive fist at the old man's vital points. But he wasn't done. Yujiro followed up with another punch straight to the old man's face. Kaku used the wall to cushion the impact, but before he could catch his breath, Yujiro came at him again like a wild beast. This time Kaku was ready. He kicked Yujiro flying, though his arms still smoked from blocking the blow. This only made Yujiro more excited. He charged at Kaku, landing a punch before the old man could react. But as a martial arts master, Kaku once again used perfect technique to suppress Yujiro. Now Yujiro was truly pissed. He clenched his fist and drove it straight into Kaku's face. The terrible force embedded the old man into the wall. Unable to neutralize two impacts simultaneously, Kaku couldn't use Shaori. Yujiro pressed his advantage, landing another heavy punch to Kaku's face. Such terrifying attacks would have killed anyone else. Only Baki knew Kaku's true strength. He was a martial artist with 150 years of combat experience. Yujiro tried to counter, but Kaku kicked him to the ground. Then suddenly, Yujiro raised his arms high and ripped his shirt apart, revealing his back muscles that looked like a demon's face. Everyone was stunned. Yujiro's back muscles were clearly inhuman. Now Kaku finally understood. Yujiro was born for battle. Like a lion, the king of beasts, who never sees any animal as a real opponent. Their true battle had just begun. But in a single exchange, Kaku was punched into the wall again. In that moment, Kaku felt complete despair. In his 100+ years, through 50,000 days and nights of training, all the techniques he'd learned were useless against this monster. Overwhelmed by emotion, rage took over his mind. He even started throwing wild, formless punches at Yujiro. But facing Kaku's storm of attacks, Yujiro didn't budge. When Kaku's stamina ran out, Yujiro finally took his hands out of his pockets. Now it was Yujiro's turn to perform. He raised both hands overhead, his back muscles evolving further into what looked like a crying demon's face. The next second, Yujiro clapped both hands against Kaku's ears, making the old man's eyes go blank. Just as Yujiro was about to end the fight with one final punch, something unexpected happened. The entire audience was shocked. Kaku had died at the last moment. When everyone learned this news, they were stunned. After medical examination, it was confirmed that Kaku had died of old age. In that moment, Yujiro completely lost it. He clenched his fists, having nowhere to vent his rage.